Hey y'all, it's Dylan on there, and I'm here with Full Boy Molly about to get into his mental health check-in. How you feeling?
I'm great. How about you?
I'm feeling good.
Beautiful.
My last one of the day, we knocked out with 3 of them today, so I'm going strong. But to make the space more open and like just get the icebreaker out the way, I do like to ask my guests, what would you rate your mental health right now? 1 being the worst, 10 being the best.
10 for the win.
10 for the win?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the components of this 10?
Alignment.
Okay.
Yeah. With your body, soul, and spirit. Yeah.
I like that. I like the answer. I'm gonna make that a caption.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Be coherent with your body, soul, and spirit.
I'm gonna give you a credit, but just know it's gonna be on one of them posts.
Sure.
But we can dive right in. I feel like we can just do that because it's time for have that discussion.
Let's go.
So first, we like to touch base on childhood trauma. If y'all don't know, I do have a journal out right now where I do go over prompts to help you guide you through your healing. And I like to touch base on childhood trauma first because that's kind of where the root of the issues kind of come with people, unless they just come along the way. But what do you feel like you still need healing from your inner child?
I would say learning how to maneuver and communicate with people. I'm such a loner,
Mhm.
and I think it stemmed from my childhood. It's hard for me to be around people for so long, you know. Like I had that event a couple of days ago, and I was ready for everybody to leave. You know what I'm saying? So it's something I've been working on more, trying to have more people involved with what I'm doing. That's why I threw that event for real.
Yeah.
Like that was part of my healing journey.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
And yeah, you got your share sometimes. It's just be like, all right, I'm about to eat this up.
Yeah.
See how we gonna do this?
Yeah.
Cause do you feel like you got social anxiety?
I used to claim that and say that, but I wouldn't say that.
Okay.
It's just part of my growth of me just not wanting to always be around people. I just been so grounded and centered, you know, and I just got used to it.
Yeah, they be throwing you off.
I wouldn't say that. I ain't gonna use no words, but yeah.
They be throwing you off. People throw me off all the time. I be having a smooth Saturday, and then somebody come and I just be having a real range, however I feel.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's good. So I really want to say like you want people to start understanding about you without you having to explain it.
When you come around me, you could be yourself. A lot of people think because I'm conscious or spiritual, whatever the case may be, that they got to come around me and just be up to par or be, something that they not when they're not in my company. You know what I'm saying? I just want people to be themselves. I be around a bunch of people. You know what I'm saying? From religious people to street guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's good. A lot of people, they're like, I don't know, when people get around certain people, it's like they got to keep a front up just so they can seem cool in other people's eyes or how they want you to view them. Like, I don't care. I'd be weird. I'll crash out. I tell people I crash out. So therefore, you gonna know every ounce.
I was just telling my man, like, I love ratchet women. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love a little ratchet little girl. But only for so long, though, you know?
Talking about version is be like, either act up. Give it up.
I like a little ratchet girl just being herself, you know, in her element.
You need a little, like, pizzazz to your life.
Yeah.
And they come around. I feel it. But do you feel like you ever experienced a mental health struggle?
I mean, I think we all probably do some type of way. Because healing is a process, and it's a process that just continues. So, yeah. Like I said, I don't really want to look at it like as a struggle, more so just a process. Everything is a process, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I would say yeah to that.
Okay, I like that answer too, because I was just saying earlier, like, healing is not linear. Like, it goes up and down. Like, you can smell something and it trigger you, or you can hear something and it's like, oh, okay, where I hear that from? And now it's like a memory. Like, you go up and down.
Because even when you like healing and you going into like new versions of yourself, you experiencing new things. And those new things can change you in so many different ways or whatever. You never know what it might do to you. And you might have to heal from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, 'cause sometimes people be like, when they get into their spiritual journey, they might be too grounded to where they just like oblivious of everybody else, like, and just don't really care about everybody else and nonchalant, and you're just so all about self because in some way, shape, or form, you kind of do have to be,
Yeah.
but you have to learn a little bit of balance. You know what I'm saying? So then you can be healing from that. Like, yo, learn balance now. Like,
Hmm.
you centered yourself, you grounded yourself, you understood who you are, this and that, da, 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 but start to really understand and be aware of who people are and accept them for who they are. You know?
Yeah. I had to go through a lot of like healing. And that's what like got me in my journal. Cause when I went into college, a month before my classes started, my boyfriend died. So it was like I had to juggle grieving and going straight into class. Like I'm on a full tuition scholarship. I don't want to drop out, but I want to drop out. So I signed the papers to drop out. Didn't drop out, but I'm still failing every class. Like I'm not there. I didn't want to be there. So I just had to like pinpoint something. And I would start journaling. Like I would journal so much because I went to a PWI, which is like predominantly white institution.
Mm.
So it didn't click in my head to go talk to somebody like, oh, this what happened. Like I got the video sent to me. Like he wearing a shirt that I know that's him because that's my shirt. So I don't want to tell nobody that at school because I got a white therapist there and she not gone. Like
Yeah.
it's not clicking to her. We not here. So
Yeah.
stop therapy, start journaling. That's where
That's
the
good.
came up.
Yeah, journaling is a good outlet because sometimes you just don't want all of your energy just stuck somewhere. You want to get it out, transfer, and there's many different ways you can transfer energy, and journaling is one of them.
Yeah, and I don't like repeating myself to people. And that went to this thing where if I tell one person I didn't feel content with me getting it out, I'm telling another person until I feel good about what I want to keep talking about. So the more I read it out, it was like I could just use up another page and write the same thing out.
Yeah, yeah.
So
It's a good way to not crash out and cuss people out, and you know what I'm saying. So some things that you might regret, whatever the case may be.
yeah, because you can't take some ways back. And one thing I really had to learn too with that was it's not really about what you say, it's how you say it. And when you in a mind of like full defense and healing and trying to get all this stuff and it's just at your head, you can say things completely wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You meant what you said, but you just said it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to learn that one too.
Fair.
But we did go into our childhood trauma. And I'm just gonna go into like our friendships and things like that. So have you ever lost a friendship or a relationship because you struggled to open up?
Um, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think I think a lot of friendships could be jeopardized by the lack of communication. So I guess that's in the same boat as not being able to open up, right?
Yeah.
Like the lack of communication. So I don't think it's always on my part. I'm down to communicate, but if I can tell that the person really isn't, then I just kind of leave it alone. You know,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
that's what that is, and it's just like you kind of grow apart. You know, and it's not no bad blood or anything like that. You are just different parts of your life now, and that's what it is.
Yeah. It get like that though. Like that's why you see like friendships they drift apart, and it doesn't really be nothing that was like done wrong on either
Yeah.
parts. They just fade away or they go different ways. But with me with that question, I feel like I used to like really struggle with opening up emotionally to where I would get defensive about everything. So if you just tell me a little bit of something that I'm doing wrong, I'd be like, well, you didn't do it either. So,
Yeah.
but it's like me pointing a finger back.
Yeah.
It was never gonna work. So
Yeah.
I definitely lost a few friendships doing that.
A lot of times what I learned is just to take accountability. I don't always look for closure. You know what I'm saying? When you look for closure, that's when you start to want to put blame on people for real. Because you want them to say something. You know what I'm saying? You're looking for closure because you want them to say something that you want them to say. Like,
Yeah.
you're really looking for closure because you want them to say what's on their heart and what's on their mind. You're looking for closure for your fucking self. Oops,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You get
You're looking
closure
for
was
closure for
set up.
yourself.
That's the biggest setup. That's
Yeah,
the
I
biggest
try.
thing.
I don't. Yeah, I be straight on that. Like, I just go my way.
I had to start learning like to take people true colors of what they was. That flag, that one flag, you just gotta keep
Just that.
keep
Right?
it right.
That's how
Say
you do
just that one. I mean, look that over, then everything else getting looked over.
them.
So don't it's not like I'm cutting you off that first swag, but I'm definitely gonna watch how you move.
Yeah.
I'm gonna act accordingly now. Like I'm not about to be surprised if something else come up because I didn't seen it the first time already.
I understand that, but I'm really like forgiving. Is that what we was just talking about?
I mean, I'm
Forgiving.
forgiving, but hey, you just gotta move accordingly.
Now I feel that 100. Boundaries is everything. So if you set, if I'm settling, if you just,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Especially if like about my boundaries. Like
Yeah,
you
and
up
they just
here,
saying they took it.
yeah, nah, I can't do that.
What do you feel like is the most? What's the hardest emotion for you to express?
um, I guess that the part where you elevate your consciousness so much and you become aware of things that you end up losing friendships
Mm-hmm.
because you're just in a different frequency. You're in a different vibration. So a lot of people just can't go. They can't understand you. They can't. The conversations ain't the same. The hangouts, the vibe, it just ain't the same anymore. So
Yeah.
it's hard to really express that. That's why I said I don't really look for closure. I just kind of just, it's whatever. I just
Mm-hmm.
go. That's all I can say for real.
I used to feel bad when I felt like my friendships were starting to like go certain ways because I'm starting to elevate a little more. Like we're not the same people,
Yeah.
or I'm not the same person no more. But I would see like our beliefs and what we like really focus on, we don't match up no more.
Mm-hmm.
And I would feel bad because it's like, dang, do I feel like I'm better than somebody else, or do you feel like you better than me? Like that will be a constant thing in my head. Like humble yourself, but sometimes when you keep telling yourself to humble yourself, you keeping yourself where you at.
Yeah, it's not about who is better than who, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And at the end of the day, for real, sometimes y'all separating and going on your own journey could be better for the both of y'all, so y'all both win. You really not losing anybody. You gotta go on and meet the people who you need to meet to level you up in the next part of your life. And
Mm-hmm.
y'all might not be it. Y'all did what y'all could do in that friendship, you know what I'm saying? Got however far y'all got with that friendship, and that's what it was. But like how I leave my friendships is just with love, send them nothing but the best.
That's good. How long did it take you to get to that mindset?
A while. Yeah, cause it's a struggle, cause you think you'll be with somebody for the rest of your life. It's like, I mean, we struggled together, or we was here and doing this and that together. And you think that you go up and you elevate and you think they'd be with you, but it's like it don't work like that.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody talks about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nobody talks about like the friendships really just fading away, like not even in a malice way, like in a messed up messed up way, but just in a way where it just happens organically. Uh,
Yeah. Do you feel like your younger self would be proud of you right now?
Definitely, definitely. Um, I talk to my younger self all the time, or he talks to me. I should say he talking to me, and always tells me, "I love you, boy. I'm proud of you." You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's the words that comes out. I love you, boy. I'm proud of you. And yeah, I know for a fact. You know.
That's good. My younger self would definitely be proud of me. I mean, I'm still young, but definitely be yelling and very much proud. I mean, just because like I got wiser, like I'm not like just doing anything no more and just like not thinking about consequences no more and just all right, well, it didn't hurt my feelings. It probably hurt yours, but it didn't hurt mine. So obviously it don't matter. Like I don't think like that no more.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's real good. Then just like sticking to what I want to do. Like when I didn't drop out, that was just like a whole big test for me too, because I ended up graduating. And the only reason why my application didn't get approved is because he didn't like put it in there. Like I took it to the dean to drop out, but he didn't take it. He didn't tell me he didn't take it, but I was
Wow.
just like it caught on to me. I'm like, why am I still in this class? It's like ain't no hold on my account or nothing.
Right.
So I had to go right down there. He was just telling me like not many people will be in your position to have your school paid off, so you might as well keep going. So that's what routed me for keep going because it was a time.
That's what's up.
But we are almost through with this mental health check-in.
I appreciate this.
Really?
Yeah, these type of conversations need to be had.
I feel like that too. And I was just like, I want to talk to people that I can actually like pick up off or like pick their brain a little bit.
Yeah.
Because like, how often do you get asked these questions?
Right. No, for real. I've been asked some dumb questions and I'm just like, okay, on to the next. Like, what does this matter? You know?
But we gonna hop into forgiveness, and I like to ask this question just to see other people's perspectives. But what do you feel like is the hardest part of letting go?
I guess just it's the emptiness that you have because you feel like you're losing something.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's the hardest part, just that avoidance that's there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you in a rush to feel it. You need it, feel it with something, and you can't at that moment in time. So it's just like and it gets chaotic. But that's when you just be in acceptance, love and acceptance, and know that with time everything will take place. You know.
Yeah. What do you feel like you would forgive yourself for?
I guess really being so hard on myself. I was going through like a real hard depression, man, and I would just beat myself up. So I had to forgive myself for that and learn to really love myself. I guess that's what it requires when you're trying to really learn yourself is forgiveness. That's how I look at it. Forgiving
Yeah.
yourself. Yeah.
I don't even really be knowing what I would forgive myself for sometimes, but I be having like to really sit there and just be like, what is something? Like you just gotta pick something. You'll feel good if you just pick something, take accountability for one thing. And like the main thing that always come up for me is like not believing in myself when I should have. And like starting the businesses when they first came to mind, or starting a project when it first came to mind without thinking what other people would have thought about it, or if they would have liked it, or if it really would have sold, and just did it.
Yeah.
Because there's so many business ideas in my phone and my notes, and they just unfinished. Like it was never touched. No.
Well, you really gotta just put it out there. I tell people all the time, like I try to fail in life for real. Meaning like I try to just take all the shots that I can.
Mm-hmm.
And I like failing because that means that I tried. You know what I'm saying? I put forth an effort,
Yeah.
And a lot of people they're thinking of the outcome. That's what's in their brain. Like what am I gonna get out of this? And that's okay to think that way in a way. You want something out of things that you do, of course, but the effort that you put into something or something that you working with and that you was given to do, a gift that you have, you're supposed to use it. You have to, or if you don't, you're gonna lose it. Somebody else gonna pick up on it. Divine gonna come through somebody else who is open to it.
Mm-hmm.
You already made room for it. You keep putting it to the side, like, yeah, I ain't ready for that. Straight on that. It's just an ideal, and it's not. You gotta manifest it. That's what manifestation is. It's putting something from out. I mean, from in to out.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
What's one piece of advice you would tell someone that's struggling to forgive?
Mm. Forgive themselves or other people or just in general?
Just in general.
I guess you could start with grace, maybe trying to like give yourself or others, grace. And sometimes like the outcome or the final destination on how you would want it or wanted it to be, whatever, it's just not gonna be that. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta be in acceptance with that. Because if you're not, then you're gonna derail.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna go through different emotions that you're gonna try to act on, because you haven't forgave yet. But forgiveness is the key for real. That's why the streets is the way they are. Because it lacks forgiveness. And everybody want their get back. But at some point, you know.
That's a good way to put it. I think that has, I won't even hype your head up and say that's the best answer I got, but that's like top two. Top two.
I mean, I can keep talking. I can keep going. Don't get up to that one.
But I feel like forgiveness is such a hard thing to do because it's like you got to sit there and you got to sit in it. Like a lot of people like to keep moving to forget things and keep working, and now they burn out and exhaustion because you don't want to sit in that. You don't want to sit in what it is that you really feeling,
Yeah.
and you don't want to give
That's what
that
it's all
false
about.
emotion.
Sitting with all those different emotions. That's what meditation is. Like meditation is to become like aware. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? And I tell everybody that too. Like you should try that. I don't meditate like I should. You know, I need to get back on it, but I know how to get back centered into self. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But there's times when I'm out of alignment. There's times when I do act up and I do things that's unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta fix myself and correct myself. And it's all part of healing, you know.
well, I appreciate that answer.
Mm-hmm.
But to wrap up our mental health check-in, what is something that you feel really good about?
My music career,
Mm.
like just how I transformed it and just took it into like my hands and not follow the system. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I'm proud to be able to have my own mind, my own identity, you know, my own way, you know.
yeah. To this day, still the Better Man song is like one of the top
Uh,
songs.
a lot of people say that. I get that a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah, a lot.
yeah. That's
To this day. Yeah.
like Full Boy. That's funny. That's cool. Like we like that. That's gonna get you lit.
I don't even like that song.
A lot of people. Wait, can you tell me why people like a lot of artists the song they don't like is the songs that usually is the ones that everybody likes.
I think maybe because you had to perform those songs a lot and you get tired of it maybe. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere you go, you gotta, you know, see that, you know, but that's I got Football Word Part 2. I don't know when I'm gonna drop it though. Probably next year.
Why so late?
I'll take one time with my music.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna work
All
on
right.
it. Yeah.
That's
Maybe next summer. Not this summer, but next summer.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you coming out.
Yeah, no, those some beautiful questions. I appreciate
Oh,
you.
thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate you really coming out and giving me that. Now look at that. Clock it.
All time.
But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know who you want to see on here next. Also, don't forget to get you a Note to Self mental health journal. They're on Barnes & Noble, Amazon, and TikTok Shop.